The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Throwing to start the drive. Weaver. That's complete to Pierce. And all the way down to the 39. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
60-by-6.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the third round. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down, Colts. Let's go.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Weaver. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Set, ready.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Colts very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And complete to Drake London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. His success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready. Set.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The game knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Weaver. That one finds Pierce right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, huh?
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Down to about the 37. The Falcons at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 50, green, hut, hut.
Robinson up the middle. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, 30 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. For 30 more yards and another first down. Up the middle they go. Randolph. And a short gain here down to 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Weaver. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Watch out now. 52. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Set. 45. One. Set. Go.
Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Okay, ready?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Ready? Hunt.
Now a run to fullback Johnson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Down. Set.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Set. Set.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing to start the drive. Weaver. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Operating from the gun. Weaver. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's upended after a gain of 2 after the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd down and 6 now.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Oliver. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Weaver. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Weaver. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Touchdown! Tyler Warren on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Falcons 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Ready.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yellow, 22. White. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Looking deep here from Mooney. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half? Picked up by Troy Anderson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Weaver. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll line up with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Weaver. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And the Colts, first down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll try the left side. Randolph. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Caught here by Griffin. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Break.
Looking to throw. Weaver. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with
Touchdown Falcons from 6 yards away.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Eagles 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First down, 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Operating from the gun, Weaver. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Back to throw. Weaver. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. 42 yards. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Set, ready, set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a give right side. Randolph. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Weaver. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker. Because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Open man to tight end Warren. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And now they'll shift things around. Back to throw. Weaver. That's complete to Pierce. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands you're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Weaver. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Falcons 23.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Pushing his way through. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Here we go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Ready, set.
Now back to throw. Quick throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Down. Set, cut.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Falcons 30.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They set up the screen for Giddens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Griffin. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd down and 1. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete to Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, and that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Hut.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught at the 10.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
First down and goal to go.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get him with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Shrugs it off. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, the loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to rebound.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Fria, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Richtung Salzburg.